Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Hifz for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake. Today we'll be covering how to revise. So basically, we will be covering 4 things in this video. The first thing we're going to be covering is the 2 groups of revision. Then we're going to be covering the process of revising. Then, how do you know if a part of the Qur'an is getting weak or forgotten? And finally, how do you fix that weak or forgotten portion? So first, let's look at the 2 groups of revision. So the first group of revision is the current juz revision. You're going to revise the latest 10 pages in this. And the reason you do this is because each page will be revised 10 times before becoming previous juz revision. So previous juz revision is basically the revision of old memorization. And you're trying to revise all that you have memorized between 10 to 15 days. So this is just an outline of how much you're supposed to revise according to how much you memorized in total. So if you memorize 1 to 5 juz in total, you're going to revise half a juz in total. Half a juz every day. If you memorized 5 to 10 juz in total, you're going to revise 34th juz every day. 10 to 15, 1 juz. 15 to 20, 1.5. 20 to 30, 2 juz. And after, only 1 juz. So basically, the main thing to keep in mind is you have to do both of these revisions every single day, or else there's a chance that you'll forget either the most recent memorization or really old memorization. Okay, so just keep in mind this is a very common technique which many Hufaz have actually used. So this is not a new technique which I just made up right now. It's a lot of other people have used it. Okay, so secondly, let's look at the cycle of revision. So first of all, this is only one method of revising. In my opinion, this was very helpful in revising. So what I did, or what people did, was they revised what they want to revise once while looking, and then once without looking. And then after that, you're going to correct all the mistakes or any mutashabih that you got. And after that, finally, you're going to read to your shaykh or teacher. So even though this technique might not be the shortest one, inshallah will be helpful in regaining that memory, inshallah. Okay, so how do you know if a part of the Qur'an is getting weak or forgotten? And if it is, what's the reason? So most of the time, 99% of the time, it's the reason of you forgetting a portion is because you're not revising enough daily. So if you actually do enough every day, according to how much you memorized in total, you should not be forgetting. So what if you actually did forget some portions before? Then how are you going to fix it? So basically, if it's extremely weak, meaning you can't remember a single ayah or line, then you have to rememorize it. But if it's a bit weak, meaning it's about to become extremely weak, but still it's not that weak either, and you're forgetting some words here and there, then what you're going to do is you're going to read that page 10 or 15 times. So if it is extremely weak or forgotten, you're going to rememorize it, as I told you. It's the same thing as memorizing, except you're memorizing it again, obviously. And so it might take half the time, it might take a third of the time, but normally it does not take more than how much it took to originally memorize it. And so basically you're going to read each page 30 times if it's extremely weak or forgotten, and that way you'll remember it again.